Hey everybody, welcome to Lesser Saints Discord.
Freddy
Brad, that
vs.
was a dumb
Jason was
fucking question.
dog shit, and no one will tell me otherwise.
Freddy vs. Jason is bad, but it's fun. I always have fun with that.
I think Jason X was better for fun, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it's Jason in space!
Yeah, I still haven't seen Jason X.
Oh my god, you're killing me. I mean,
Yeah.
the flu is killing me, but you're not helping.
I know.
Hey,
Let's
it's
make it
Friday
worse.
the 13th, everybody.
Yeah.
So it is.
What are we gonna do about it?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. I'm
I
just
don't know
going to
what it
lay
is.
back and try not to die.
We're gonna
I've been
talk
having-
about how Shane Dawson fucked a black cat.
That was a non sequitur.
Hey Dina, hey Mickey. I've been having really good luck all week. There's an intersection that I cross multiple times a day. And I've just been hitting that walk sign every time I walk up to it, all week long. It's been great.
This man going for a crosswalk combo.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my longest wait was like 30, 45 seconds.
That's not bad.
Yeah. And it's on a cycle, so I mean.
Ultra combo!
Okay.
That's how it was.
So, now that I got that soundbite.
Oh, that's a soundbite now?
No, not that.
Oh.
No, the soundbite that I forgot to get earlier, that I was trying to get before the show. Which I did, I just didn't name it yet.
Seriously, it's like, that would be the tier of our sound bites. My sick ass making video game references.
A mattress on Murderer Day? What are you talking about, Mickey? What's Murderer Day? Friday the 13th?
I mean, a specific murderer is associated with it.
Which one? Well, in movies.
Yeah. We all know movies are real, Jables.
Yeah, you're right.
I just found that doorway that lets me get into them.
Oh, she's talking about Columbus Day.
Get out of here with your bullshit.
Fuck off.
Everybody was a murderer back then.
By
Ooh,
modern
Dina.
standards, everyone back then did murder.
Tina gifted a tier 1 sub. Yeah.
I didn't know we had a Tina.
I
Hello,
hate
Tina.
I said Dina.
Oh. Okay, that makes more
I
sense.
heard Tina, as in
Okay.
Tina Turner.
I did too.
I didn't know she was a fan.
Maybe I mixed in the T from tier and Dina. My bad.
Well, what you don't know is, Rimshee, this is actually a seance, and we're contacting celebrities from behind the dead. God damn, I'm sick.
Yeah. Anyways,
I
back to this
forget,
whole
Tina
Columbus
Turner's
Day thing.
dead? Which one was Tina Turner again?
The one that got the shit beat out of her by Ike Turner.
The one that was in Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome.
I gotta look up pictures.
What's love got to do with it, Rimshee? Tell me.
Got to do with it?
It's just a second-hand emotion.
Yeah.
That's right, and she passed away this year.
Yep.
I didn't even notice.
A lot of music people have died this year.
Back in May.
Yeah.
She died in
been-
Switzerland.
This year's been insane for celebrity deaths.
Okay, so I googled Tina Turner, and Google's Google, you know how Google does the "Did you mean?" and then corrects words and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it corrected it to "Did you mean simply the best?"
What?
Better than
I'll-
all the rest.
I will take a screenshot real quick.
Yeah, please do. Yeah. When it comes to the Columbus Day thing, I'm tired of all this presentism when we look at past events in this country. It's really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Can't judge them based on our current idea of morality.
Nope.
Well, there's certain things you can judge, but like,
Check live show.
don't be outraged about it.
And that's why reparations are bullshit.
Nice.
Hey, I had to squeeze that in somewhere.
Yeah.
Everyone else go to general. I'll share it there too.
I still think that there's a good argument for reparations. It's just doing them properly would be wild.
Yeah. I do not agree, but we will not discuss this.
I'm saying there's an argument. I'm not saying I agree with it.
Oh, I've heard the argument too, and I still don't agree with it.
I think there is an argument that could be seen as valid, but it also has to be one that no one uses.
I've heard some pretty unique ones. So,
I've never heard it used.
yeah.
I'm also not going to share it in case people get ideas.
Yeah, it pretty much comes down the logistics makes it virtually impossible.
Yeah.
Anywho.
And the thing is, like, people are like, "Oh, we should have the government do this." You really don't want that.
The moment you say the government should do this, generally you're just asking for trouble.
The government should decriminalize all drugs.
Okay, let's sit back and we'll see how long it takes for them to spectacularly fuck this up.
Yeah, it's not that, even if it's a good idea, it's not that it's a bad idea for the government to do it. Even if it's a good idea of something to do,
Do you trust the government to
it's the
execute
government
it?
that will find a way to fuck it up.
Yeah. We decriminalized weed, but you're only allowed to have a stem.
Like, for example, I'll go with an example everyone can think of. The government doing, trying to make a more socialized healthcare type setup. Somehow, the government fucked it up so much that you're just forced to have, you're forced to pay for insurance or get fined.
Yeah.
More than insurance costs.
Yeah, shit's wild out here.
Yeah, it's almost like
There's
the
a reason-
insurance lobbies were heavily involved in that legislation. Go figure.
There's a reason many U.S. citizens don't like people in Europe and Canada and Australia and whatnot saying, "Oh, you should do this," and it's not just because Constitution or all that. We've seen what our government can fuck up. If it's not too fucked up right now, we ain't gonna change it because it'll get more fucked up later if you let the government do anything about it.
Yeah, this is whenever somebody talks about the government like allocating money and stuff, this is what I hear in my head.
2 + 2 is 4. -1, that's 3. Quick maths.
Yes.
Yeah, I had an argument with an asshole in Jeff's server
Oh yeah.
in debate and discussion a few years back. It was just
Don't
like,
y'all do that?
He's like, I don't understand why Americans don't just do ranked choice voting for their national elections. And I'm fucking tired of people telling me that it just won't work in America. And I'm like, well, I'm here to tell you that it won't work in America.
And
Yeah,
not because
and
it's a bad idea. That's irrelevant.
They're
It could be the
they're
worst
gonna-
idea, it could be the best idea. The government's just not going to do it.
It's not going to be implemented well. Period.
No, not at all.
Well, the thing is, it's like, okay, so here's the thing that you don't understand, that a lot of people don't understand about the United States, is that we are a collective of 50 individual little governments that all send representatives to one spot. Good fucking luck getting 50 individual governments to all agree to implement ranked choice voting for national elections. Good luck.
And I love the idea of ranked choice voting. Seems great.
I don't
know,
like the
it
idea of
fucking
ranked
sucks.
choice voting because it has the same issues with our current system. They're just differently implemented.
Yeah, them trying to do ranked choice is why the fucking election in Alaska and midterms turned into such a clusterfuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not. I'd like to see it implemented on a small scale.
Of course, a
Well,
part of that is that the Democratic candidate knew that she was going to get voted out, so she pushed for the ranked choice to kind of delay the inevitable.
Oh. I like the idea of ranked choice voting regardless. But let's do it on like mayor level stuff first.
As I like, some cities in the U.S. do it. I think there's a couple of places in California that have experimented with it. But as for a national thing, I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I've also changed my stance on voting third party in national elections.
Oh?
Uh-huh. Well, no, sorry. I haven't changed my stance on it. I've expanded my stance on it. I think it's more important to vote third parties in the smaller elections at like city council, mayor, and state level sort of stuff.
Well, yeah, you know, like,
To get
that's a
people
point that
to
Razor Fist has made over the years. It's like, you know, it's like if you actually want things to change, you got to start small.
Start local.
You know, it's like, you know, get the people that you want in the lower levels, and then you can start influencing higher level shit.
Yeah.
But if you can't get a foothold locally, then you're just spinning your wheels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, plus it gives that third party a little bit more grounding to like stand on.
Okay,
And
I
even...
missed part of this because the wife called. Can we do a brief recap?
Oh, expanding my opinion on voting third parties. It's more important to vote third parties on a local level than it is on a national level.
Well, I wouldn't say it's more important to vote third party local. I'd say it's more important to vote for the right candidates local. If that is a third party candidate, then yeah, vote third party. But the issue is you're not going to see third party do very well on a national scale, partly because they're handicapped based on the debate commission.
Well, yeah, because of propaganda.
Well, that too.
There'll never be a third party on the debate stage. So I will vote for a third party. It's like, no, if you did vote for the third party that you wanted to, then they have a better chance.
Yeah, there will never be a third party on the debate stage, mostly because no one votes third party.
Even though they want to, but because they keep being told that there will never be enough people voting for that third party, then they don't vote third party.
It becomes a self-fulfilling fucking prophecy.
Yeah.
Don't let the
ridiculous.
mono party fucking gaslight you.
Yeah.
They may have rigged shit against third parties, but you could still do it if enough of
It's
you were determined.
gotten pretty close a few times.
Oh, I see Brandon Herrera on my YouTube. He's running for Congress.
Why
Yeah.
are you looking at YouTube right now? We're doing a show.
I was just kind of scrolling. Saw AK Man. I hope he wins. Because gun rights are important.
So, couple things. Did you guys see that article I posted about Bigfoot?
I think so.
Maybe.
Did you watch the video?
Great, it's
No.
fucking raining. Just what I need.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry, it's been a bit of a busy week.
I
Yeah,
get
it really
I get
has.
And I felt like ass most of the day. I haven't gotten out of bed hardly.
So, they allegedly caught Bigfoot on camera. It's an 18-second video.
Oh, again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw the article. I haven't viewed it. But I have
Yeah.
it pulled up.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's your Saints topics.
I don't care about the article. I just want to talk about the video.
All right, I'll pull it up.
Is it in topics or is it in our
It's a
in the
news article.
news
It's
article?
right
Okay.
under the eclipse thing.
Gotcha.
Actually, it's second from the bottom.
Couples
Now-
romantic getaway. Huh?
You guys know me. I'm super into Bigfoot shit.
Okay.
I'm
Fuck
convinced
off.
Bigfoot's out
Fox.
there. He's just waiting for us. Find him.
There we are.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to hit play on this video.
Do it. Now, as into Bigfoot as I am, pretty sure that's just a guy in a ghillie suit fucking around.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He's got some pretty long arms, man.
Yeah.
Rimshee, where were you between the hours?
Not in
Rimshee.
wherever this is.
Where was? I think this was in Colorado. Yeah, this was in Colorado.
And that's
Checks
a
out.
that's a Bigfoot. That's like the worst Bigfoot ever.
Yeah, it's definitely just a dude in a ghillie suit.
Yeah,
He's fucking around.
Like that Bigfoot, like if he were to go home, like he just immediately gets his ass kicked. It's just like, why the fuck were you walking out in a field?
We stick to the trees.
I mean, he blends in way too well with the brush. There's no way
Yeah.
that's Bigfoot.
Yeah. Bigfoot's not adaptive like that. He's not a chameleon. Or is he?
It's like, we've been building all this mystique for all these fucking years and you get caught on a smartphone? Good job, Dillweed.
It's a good thing most of these fucking humans are dumbasses and will think this is fake.
I would say it's a good thing skepticism's not entirely dead.
Pav.
Hi, Pop.
Bigfoot spans the Rockies in general. And more specifically the Pacific Northwest, not just Washington.
Okay.
If you want to get technical, Bigfoot spans not just the Rockies, but much of North America.
Yeah, but then you're starting to get into skunk ape stuff, and
I was gonna say, it's like, what is the Jables thoughts on the skunk ape?
Yeah, I mean, they're similar. But I
Yeah,
don't
it
think they're
could
the
be
same.
different species, but it's all Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Like they could be related species, sort of like um the black bear versus the grizzly bear.
Yeah. But Pav, you do have a good point. Oh man, I should go Bigfoot hunting again. AKA
Shut up,
teaching
Anna.
my friends to go camping. Anna.
Anna Shoe.
Who?
She's a congresswoman.
Oh. Oh, was Fox News auto playing shit?
No, I got an email from her, one of those damn automated emails.
Oh. It's
You
like,
know
can we
what?
count on your support at the next? No, fuck off.
No, you can't even count on my support right now.
I think I just figured out what the problem is. You two are like checking your emails.
I
scrolling through
got a
YouTube.
notification on my phone. I was checking to make sure it wasn't my wife telling me she got into a fucking accident.
All right, that's fair. I'll give you a mild pass on this.
And I didn't even check my phone. I checked my watch. The
Mild
moment I
pass.
saw it was an email, I was like, "Ah, fuck you."
Yeah, fuck you too.
Pav, it's not just a Washington thing. It's the entire Pacific Northwest.
It does go
Mhm.
into California a little bit, but you're talking more the quote-unquote Jefferson area. That being said, technically he's been seen as low as certain wooded regions around and in the Bay Area, but those are probably
Yeah.
mostly fake if Bigfoot even exists.
I was going to say, it's like there have been reported sightings in Redwood National Forest.
Hold on, I'm hearing a weird noise outside my door.
It's Bigfoot.
That would be super cool, but I doubt it.
He's come to tell you how you can make passive income with Audible.
So when you say Redwood National Forest, what are you specifically talking about? Redwood National and State Parks? Reinhardt Redwood Regional Park? Big Basin Redwood State Park? Portola Redwood State Park?
I think it's Redwood National and State Parks.
Yeah, that's the most northern one.
There's some big old trees.
But yeah, as you get closer to the Bay Area, there's a lot of redwood forests too. It's just because of how populated it is, and how little of it is actually unexplorable forest, you're not seeing as much in the way of Bigfoot sightings. I have heard of them, but my guess is most of them are probably fake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't-
they're mostly in
tend to
areas where you find
subscribe.
stoners.
He's attracted to the skunk, which would mean that I should be seeing Bigfoot all over the place up here.
Kind of reminds me of Jeff Foxworthy's joke about rednecks and shiny objects. He's like, you know what kind of stuff rednecks like to buy? Shiny stuff. We are attracted to shiny objects. UFOs, satellites, beer cans, fishing lures. If it's shiny, we like it. In fact, if you think about it, most of the people that report seeing UFOs we're holding beer cans and using fishing lures. So there's a connection there. But yeah, I don't subscribe to Bigfoot belief. Sorry.
Well, it's more of an I want to believe thing. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled.
Oh man, that reminds me of those memes. It's like I wanted to believe, but then the government told me they were real.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn it. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, the government has never explicitly said that they're real. The government
No.
has only said that this is
That's
evidence we
classified.
can't explain away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, all the government has done is like say is like, yeah, it's like guys reported seeing shit.
And it's weird
That's
shit.
about it.
We don't know what it is.
Or they knew fully well what it is, they just don't want us to know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's called plausible deniability. Anything they share as evidence of a UFO is either them capturing something that is something they're working on and they had to get it out there, or literally just lens flares that they're releasing saying we can't figure it out in order to throw you off the trail of the actual shit they do have going on.
It's mainly just to keep the conspiracy people busy.
Yep. And to discredit anyone who says, I saw this!
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, if you say you saw something, and most of the world will go, oh, you probably think that's a UFO, don't you? Blah, blah, blah,
I just
blah, blah.
imagine that they're NSA
That doesn't exist. That
agents.
never happened. Oh, it must be a UFO. The government's denying it.
Yeah.
I just imagine that they're NSA agents that just sit around monitoring some of these forums, just giggling like fucking schoolgirls. Just like, look at this weird, crazy shit they talk about.
Yeah. Those conspiracy holes are fun to dive down sometimes. I haven't for a long time.
It's like, we totally make this shit possible, and it's hilarious.
Mm. Oh, I would love to just talk to somebody in the FBI or CIA and be like, are you guys pushing some of these conspiracy theories? What's going on here? And just like have an honest conversation about it, which would never happen. But I would love that. Like,
and that's assuming you even got someone who knew.
Yeah.
And you know what? If I did, and they just outright says like, yeah, we do it for the lulz, it's like, I can respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or,
well, the government hired us
have
because
you...
we were on 4chan and we pushed the OK hand sign.
Yeah, we mostly do it because it started out as an official program, but then we got bored and this became our entertainment.
Oh man, damn.
The consistency theorist, Pav?
I needed that laugh. Cleared my lungs out.
Have you never heard of consistency theory?
No, I haven't. Explain.
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta look it back up.
I can do it.
You are a problem, Pav, and we love you for it.
Yeah.
Or at least we pretend to while we snicker behind your back. God, what would consistency theory be?
According to
consistency
APA
theory is the conspiracy theory that the government has had one continuous true leader throughout its entire existence.
Oh. So it's a thing, Bob. You accidentally were right.
No, I just made that up. I pulled that out of my
Okay.
ass.
Oh, okay.
I am
No,
actually going to look it
is
up
a real
now.
thing. I found it. It is a real thing. It's a class of social psychological theory holding that people are chiefly motivated by a desire to maintain congruence or consistency among their cognitions. Originally
okay.
introduced by Fritz Heider, Leon Festinger, and others, consistency theory was first applied specifically to work behavior by Abraham Kay.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's
Fair
not
enough.
as fun as mine.
Yeah, yours is pretty nice. Yep. There's a vampire that just runs everything. It's the original vampire.
Well,
And,
stories of what he is vary, but a lot of people think he's a vampire.
To be more specifically, consistency theory consists of 4 smaller theories. Those being the cognitive dissonance theory, the balance theory, the consistency theory, and effective cognitive consistency.
And the anal beads theory.
yes. Which, speaking of anal beads, did you see that guy that actually made the anal beads to cheat at chess?
Yeah, we covered that a while ago.
Okay. I forgot. It was a while ago, and it still makes me giggle. Thought
This
I'd
is
bring it
why
up
you
again.
should. This is why you should ask me things.
Well, he
Despite-
also
Despite my
like
pretending, my memory is actually pretty good.
he also challenged him to another match and said he would sit there pantsless while a ref watches his asshole.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah. Which is pretty sweet. Yeah, he recently got absolved of all those claims. They did the full investigation. That he was
I
cheating.
think once someone is willing to sit there and say, I will let a judge watch my asshole while we do this next match, I think it's almost guaranteed that he's gonna be found
I'll
not.
do this next. I'll do the match again with my asshole gaped. And
I will
judge
go
comes up in
full
there.
goatsy on this fucking shit.
I will go full one man, one jar on you.
But like, that's the thing. Like, I think that kind of gets forgotten about. It's like, it's just like the guy who did the accusation. Imagine getting so fucking ass mad that you lost a chess match that you came up with that fucking excuse.
Well, it was possible. When Ludwig did his chess boxing thing, one of the contestants got disqualified because he actually used the cheating anal beads.
And chess is weird.
yeah. Yeah. Um. Actually, I think he used the anal beads for boxing more than the chess. But
What, did he have them in his ass or in the gloves?
in his ass.
How the fuck would the anal beads help with boxing?
I have no. There's a whole video on it. It's weird. Yeah, but that chess, man, I got really irritated when they had to cancel the chess boxing match this year. Yeah, because they recently tightened up restrictions on who can box and stuff.
Did you ever imagine that we would live in a day and age where anal beads would be considered an illegal performance enhancer?
No, but I'm cool with this timeline. This part of this timeline.
It's like, there's a lot of shit that's fucked up that I would rather change, but that's funny.
Yeah. I like things that make me giggle. That makes me giggle. That's all I need. Yeah, man. Yeah, chess boxing. See, I'd love to go and see chess boxing live. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, that sounds like an
Yeah.
interesting night.
Yeah. Did you watch it last year, Rimshee?
No, I didn't.
Mm.
I know the
Full thing's up on
concept of it.
YouTube. Yeah. You do like 2 minutes of chess, and then you do like 2 minutes of boxing, and then you do 2 minutes of chess.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get the kiddo out of bed.
Oh, okay. Be a parent.
Alrighty.
All right. South Park is coming out with a new special.
I've heard about it.
Yeah. They're gender and race swapping all the kids. All the main kids, at least. Yeah. It's like, it's pretty funny. If you guys haven't seen the trailer for it, I highly recommend it. I think this is going to be hilarious. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's still 14 days away. It's still 2 weeks away.
Yeah. The thing is, like, like with South Park, like they're doing it ironically,
Yeah.
whereas with most other productions that pull this kind of thing, it's almost entirely malicious.
Yeah. Like, even in the trailer, Kyle's in the principal's office with PC Principal, and his counterpart, which is like an adult, well, Cartman's counterpart, which is an adult black ghetto woman.
Perfect.
And Kyle's just pointing at her like, this doesn't make any sense. And PC Principal was like, it does make sense. Don't be a bigot. It's like, okay, dude. Yeah.
Oh man, have you seen the comedic gold that is Robin Hood?
No, I haven't.
So it's a Canadian television series made by a guy
Yeah.
who calls himself Director X.
Cool.
And it's like,
That doesn't sound self-indulgent or anything.
yeah, I know, right? It's like, okay, it's like, we're going to do a reimagining of Robin Hood where Robin Hood is a black bisexual teenage girl living in the projects of Canada
Yeah.
in a housing block at the corner of Sherwood and Forest.
Cool. I dig it. I don't mind like reimaginings and stuff like that. Like, you know,
It's really, really fun.
I don't
and for
like
all
how
the wrong
they're
reasons.
well, yeah, because just based on the premise, it sounds like they're perpetuating negative black stereotypes.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
it seems a little racist to me. But you know,
Yeah, like she wakes up in the morning. She wakes up in the morning and like her activist mother like tells her, like don't forget to top off. Like and like there's just like this jar, like this big ass like fucking like almost like you would see a jar for like a peanut butter pretzel nuggets or some shit like that. It's just
Yeah.
filled with condoms. It's like, goddamn.
Yeah, jeez.
Wow. It's like, thanks, show. You've told me that our main character is a slut.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're
But,
talking
you know
about. This
what?
sounds perfectly legitimate.
Practicing safe sex, I appreciate it.
And
We
like
need more of that in shows.
the bad guy is a like 100% 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 like 100 landscaping, like housing developer named John Prince, and it's like subtle.
Yeah.
And of course, he's just a stereotypical evil white guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh
like,
man. Okay,
they
I have to see this racist show. Where can I watch this racist show?
I think it's available on. It's either like Apple TV or Prime Video. I can't remember. It's fucking hilarious, though.
Who's Mary Magdalene?
Like, they break into like this fucking like skyscraper at one point, but they're like all wearing like masks that have like neon on them. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay.
Yeah, they're like a hip hop group.
Oh, fun.
Oh, and like Friar Tuck is like this like drunk fucking hacker who like has like these gloves, or like, no, they're like implants in his hands that allow him to like type in the air, and like his actual keyboard for his computer is just full of booze. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm not finding it.
It's spelled Robyn Hood.
Yeah, I know that because I saw some thumbnails talking where people were talking about it. But it's like all the other Robin Hood movies are coming up before that.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Because it's not like it's getting glowing reviews or anything like that.
Oh yeah, I didn't expect it to.
I think like the last time I checked, it had like a 1.1 on IMDb, and I'm like, wow, that's sad.
Robin Hood Director X meltdown as show flops.
Oh
yeah, he is so fucking mad.
Yes, Pav, it's live action. And
just immediately turned to like, this is racism. This is institutional racism. The racist trolls are bombing my show.
No, you're the one being a racist.
Yeah, dude. It's like the fucking stereotypes that you push forward in this show are fucking baffling.
Yeah, a bunch of black people living in the projects robbing the rich.
Like,
and all the rich people happen to be white.
Show is them, like, they're filming a music video in a construction site that they have broken into illegally, and they get chased off by the police.
All right, it's on Global and Stack. Apparently. Oh,
yeah,
man.
fucking,
it's on Netflix. Oh no, wait, that's a different Robin Hood.
Yeah, that's the problem that I was having.
He fucking, like, the director actually contacted Az from Heel versus Babyface and asked if he could come on, like, Az's channel. And then, you know, like, then he dropped, like, this article where he's, like, calling out everybody, like, criticizing the show as, like, racists and all that shit. And Az is just like, nah, fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
You don't get a spot on my platform. Fuck off.
Yeah, it's...
Because I know what you're going to do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into this after the show a bit more. Watch some episodes. Because
it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Because just from what you've told me, I'm just like, oh, wow, okay. Yeah, maybe I mean, we shouldn't do things like this.
There is also, like, a lot of just, like, parts where it's just, like, really boring and fucking slow. But other times it's just like, so the commentary that the show brings up is just like, oof.
Pav, I didn't find it yet. I'm kind of in the middle of doing a show, so I can't do my deep search. And the searches are filled with all of the other Robin Hood movies. It was hard to just find, like, the IMDb page.
Yeah, because, like, it's almost like the internet is, like, running damage control, just like trying to bury this show. It's just like, you sure you don't want to watch something good instead?
Yeah.
It's like, hell, it's like, you could watch that fucking, you could watch the Russell Crowe Robin Hood that was done by fucking Ridley Scott. That movie's ass, but it's probably better than this.
Yeah. Yeah, Google even did the suggested search thing. Like, did you mean Robin Hood Men in Tights? I'm like, it's a great movie. I'll probably watch that too this weekend. But I want to see this show.
I'll need a palate cleanser after all.
Yeah. I'll check that out. Haven't watched that in probably a year or two. Oh man, Robin Hood Men in Tights, underrated movie.
Absolutely.
Still holds up.
But yeah, there was a part, and like just like in the very first episode, it just like made me laugh my fucking dick off at how ridiculous it was.
Oh, we got a battle. Disney Robin Hood, the furry maker, or the BBC Robin Hood?
Ooh, that is. Mm.
I shouldn't have poisoned the well by calling it the furry maker, but
I honestly, Whistle Stop is really fucking dope.
yeah. Yeah, I gotta go with the Disney one, Pop.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Maybe it's nostalgia. Maybe it's because I just grew up watching it. But there's some catchy tunes in there. It's just fun for the whole family.
My son watches it.
It's got really great action.
I'm telling you, you can't let your son watch that yet. You're gonna fucking ruin him.
Yeah, like it reminds me of a thing I saw on DeviantArt, where it's just like this drawing of a kid sitting in front of like the television. And it's the part in the movie where like Robin Hood is all like tied up and shit. And it's just like, I feel strange, and you just see two people in the background like high-fiving.
Yeah.
It's like, that's where it gets you.
Yeah. Oh, the BBC. There's a lot of great Robin Hood movies. I'm not. We're not shitting on the BBC one. The Disney one just wins.
There are things that you can justifiably shit on when it comes to the BBC, but
Yeah.
like that
But they have a bunch of good stuff too.
That terrible Anne Boleyn thing that they did.
Oh, I didn't see that. No,
It's just like, this is about Anne Boleyn. Why is she black? Don't ask questions.
Yeah.
Never ask questions. Just
that
consume.
Makes you a
No, I like a lot of the comedies that BBC makes. And I generally like Doctor Who. Now that there's a new Doctor, I might get back into it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they changed writers that much or anything, but
I don't know if
that would be the bigger deal.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think she was a great doctor, but a lot of that comes from the writing.
Yeah, there's a lot of it that comes from the writing, but it's there when it comes to Doctor Who, it really does like how you play the character really comes into it. That's why they have that's why they have those first like the first season is them figuring out who this doctor is. It's sort of like a transition period into solidifying this character.
Yeah. It's them figuring out who the doctor is. It's the writers figuring out who the doctor is. And if stuff gets wonky and a little non-consistent, you can absolutely justify it as, hey, the doctor's still figuring out who he is for a season.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
She only lasted fucking 2 seasons in the role because the writers had no idea what the fuck to do with her.
Yeah, there's plenty to do with her. The exact same shit you did with all the other doctors.
And, you know, like I said, you know, like the main reason why seasons 12 and 13 of Doctor Who were so fucking ass is because of Dave Chibnall and the fact that he couldn't write his way out of a fucking paper bag.
Yeah. Here's how you do female Doctor Who. everything the same that you would do for any other doctor because it's Doctor fucking Who. And don't lean heavy on the woman shit. That's it.
You can
it's like
you can make
You point it
references.
out. Yeah, point it out every once in a while when it's necessary. Like if you're way back in the past and shit. Like
well,
it
yeah,
might be
like
necessary to.
it's just simple. Like from the start, like at least for like very early on, like the most attention it gets paid to is like the doctor regenerates and then looks at themselves and it's like, well, that's different. Anyway,
Not
Perfect.
a ginger.
yeah, something like that. Just like a funny quip. It's
Which
like,
And on
is funny
occasion-
'cause the new doctor's black, so this is gonna get interesting. Still not a ginger. It's like I really want to see that scene.
Yeah. The other
yeah,
thing
like you
is
could have
like
had her
you
look
could
in the mirror and be like, huh, blonde. Not what I was expecting.
you could
Yeah.
have the doctor at one point try and get someone's attention and actually get their attention and go, "Oh, that was easier than it usually is." As a female
Yeah.
doctor.
Yeah, that would be clever. Too
Yeah.
bad we didn't have shit like that.
Yeah, it's just the doctor needs to not focus on it necessarily. Notice some differences, for sure, but not.
Yeah, go
focus.
about as usual. Oh, I noticed this weird difference from the rest of my regenerations. How
Usually
odd.
It's really hard. Usually, it's really hard to get help and just ask for directions. That's
Yeah. And while you're at it, don't rewrite the entire fucking lore of the series. That
Yeah.
helps.
Did they do that? I stopped watching after
Yeah,
a few
Yeah,
episodes 'cause they
basically
started going
now
heavy
now the
on the
entirety
female
of
stuff.
Gallifrey and all the Time Lords are based off the genetic makeup of the Doctor themselves, who was originally a girl. And the first
What?
Doctor is no longer the first
Specifically,
Doctor.
she was just a little black girl that was found on a lifeless. Okay, so according to the Timeless Children, it's like the original Doctor is just like a little black girl that was found on basically a lifeless planet by like a female Gallifreyan. And like when she accidentally falls off a cliff and dies and regenerates, the female Gallifreyan basically like abducts her and like does experiments on her to steal her fucking regeneration shit. And I'm like, are you fucking with me right now?
That's a bit much.
It's so fucking bad.
Yeah, it's completely rewritten.
Well, they
It just
kinda
shits.
during
It shits on everything.
Like, in all honesty, I forget which Doctor it was. I think it was Tennant. But the one where they go back to the Doctor's childhood and he's hiding under his bed or something like that. Or he finds out or Rose finds out she's the monster under his bed, or I can't remember.
Yeah, Rose
Like that was a poke. That was a poke at the past, but it didn't reveal anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then that got completely rewritten away by the timeless child.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like we had years, we had decades of fucking Doctor Who lore. Like we knew who the Gallifreyans were, we knew who the Time Lords were, and how they fucking worked. And then this one episode is just like, nah, none of that's actually the case.
It eliminates a lot of stuff, including the fact that the Time Lords gave the Doctor an extra regeneration at one point. Like, that wasn't necessary now.
Yeah, like
Well, yeah, because
also it just makes the Doctor like the single most importantest of all Time Lords ever, when that was never supposed to be the case.
Well, it makes that Christmas episode with Matt Smith bullshit.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of the fan base just immediately fucking turned on it.
All right. Well. Yeah. Stop changing lore. I'm looking at you too, J.K. Rowling. Just stop. You don't need to change it. You can slightly twist and bend it.
That's the thing, like,
But
if
you don't
you
need to
don't
change
have
it.
if you don't have a good idea of what to do going forward, maybe you shouldn't be writing.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't fucking be here.
Pop, I have no idea what you mean by that sentence.
What sentence?
It is most recent. Post.
Shit, I have to bring Twitch, don't I?
You're a man, Jables shall never listen to you.
That's words.
They are words. I don't know what he means.
He forgot an apostrophe.
That
No.
doesn't
No,
help.
he forgot more than that.
Yeah.
uh,
You're a man,
No,
Jables.
Pop,
She'll never listen
Pop.
to you.
Pop, in the first few episodes of The Female Doctor, they didn't play into the fact that she was a woman. They kind of poked at it a little bit where, like, the previous companions were like, no, the Doctor's a man. Sort of shit. They kind of poked at that a little bit. It's like, well, no, it's, whatever. And just sort of scooted past it real quick. And there were little, like, nods to it. They acknowledged
Which
it.
is perfectly
didn't play-
reasonable.
They didn't play into it until later. Then they started playing into it. And then I sort of stopped watching.
It's like, and you couldn't fucking help yourself.
Made it like 4 episodes of being perfect. And then just fucked it all up. Yeah.
Oh man, that Spider episode where they have like that guy who's supposed to be like an analog for Trump. That one was insufferable.
I didn't even see that one.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's another thing. It's like, don't fucking preach at me. I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah, Doctor Who's all about good messages in the first place. Just make them good stories. Make the good stories.
Don't preach. Tell a story. If
Tell
the
a
story's
story.
good, the message will come across.
Yeah.
Whether or not people agree with it, they'll know what the message is. If the story is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like that Ren song I showed you last week, Rimshee. The Tale of Jenny and Screech, that 3-part.
Yeah.
Great story. It's all about the cycle of abuse. And it's like really captivating. But you get the message. It doesn't preach it at you. It tells you the story and you absorb the message.
Yeah, like, there's nothing I hate more in my media than my media trying to tell me what to think.
Mm-hmm.
Explicitly tell me what to think.
It's like, this is the correct message.
Yeah.
It's like TNG versus Discovery. Discovery throws in your face what you're supposed to believe. TNG actually played both sides of the subject issue, and they had a specific one at the end that they wanted to get across, but they made them both have strong arguments nonetheless.
Yeah.
That was what I loved about TNG and Deep Space Nine. It's like, this is television that makes me ask questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes me challenge my preconceived notions.
They're giving you the questions to ask. And it's like, okay. Let's play
And they're
with that
answering them in this
experiment.
one specific situation.
Yeah, because it makes sense for this character to do so. To sort of have this.
Star Trek used to be so good. I miss
know.
Star Trek so much.
I know. I wish I could wipe my mind of all Star Trek and watch it all over again.
Me
Wouldn't
too.
that be amazing?
But
Me too.
And sad at the same time.
Although it
I
was
still haven't
great to
seen
watch
Voyager.
it was great to watch Deep Space Nine with Jables, like what I did get to watch with him, because like
Yeah, which
it
is
had
most
been
of it.
so long since I had watched through it. Like, man, I forgot how hard some of this shit hits.
Yeah, I spurred out a couple of times. What the fuck?
Oh, you know what? Speaking of Star Trek, my wife has a Showtime subscription, but apparently they were bought by Paramount, and we both agreed we would never pay for Paramount. But because Showtime has now been bought by Paramount, Paramount we apparently have access to Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, unlike some of like these reactions that I've seen recently to like fucking Ahsoka, where people are just like
I have to-
screaming and crying and clapping like fucking trained seals.
I have seen some reviews of Ahsoka, and some of it sounds like they're complaining about stuff that makes perfect sense for the characters, so I have to go back and actually watch it now to verify what's a shit take, and what's actually reasonable.
My point is that there aren't any characters in this show.
Oh, wow. You're also super critical.
I am, but still, it's just like the dialogue is awful. There's so many pauses that I could park a fucking Star Destroyer in them.
Okay.
It's just like nobody emotes. It's like, what's my emotion? Plank of wood. Or vaguely smug.
So what you're telling me is the animated series with these characters emotes more than the actual people.
Yes! Unironically!
I don't even see why people bother with live action anymore. Make everything animated. Fuck it. Like,
It's like, why did you hire people if they're not going to fucking act?
there's no
And
such
it's
thing
really-
as bad CG in an animation.
It's really baffling because Rosario Dawson is a good actress, but she does nothing in this show.
Oh, that's the director's fault then.
Yeah, that I was just about to say. That's probably because she was given nothing.
Yeah.
I love how like all these people are fucking freaking out. It's like, oh my god, Hayden Christensen is back. Hayden Christensen is back in the show, and he's being Anakin. And I'm like, y'all motherfuckers completely forgot about Obi-Wan, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of times when
Just like
good
you're going to
act-
forget about this fucking show.
Yeah, a lot of times
there's a difference there. Well, actually, I don't remember I didn't see Obi-Wan, so I can't really pass judgment there. But he's actually playing as Anakin in this, as opposed to just Vader.
I think it was fucking Grace Randolph, who is a fucking waking nightmare horror of a woman that I cannot understand.
Who?
Yeah.
She makes she in her Mario review, she's like, when talking about Mario's cat suit in the movie, she's like, I guess that's for furries? And I'm like, what?
Wow, you're useless. Moving on.
She is. She says some of the dumbest fucking shit. It's amazing.
Yeah, a lot of times when actors that you know are good aren't doing well, it falls onto the writers and director. And
they're like, she was watching
good directing can fix bad writing, and good writing can be ruined by bad directing.
Good directing can prop up bad writing, but if your writing is bad, there's just not a lot that you can do about it.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do.
It's like, if your main premise is fucked, there's not much you can do to salvage that.
That's
without
different.
rewriting.
That's just bad from the start. I'm talking about how things are delivered.
Fucking
What, by FedEx?
Yeah,
this
yeah,
bitch,
fuck
like,
off.
she's watching episode 6 of Ahsoka, and there's like this one part where like there's like a brief little CGI thing where like as Anakin is walking forward, like he flashes between like Anakin and Darth Vader, and she's like, "He Vadered! Oh my god, he Vadered!" I'm like, wow, that's
Yes, he's a mighty morphing Power Ranger.
that's our standard, huh? Like, oh, he Vadered.
Hey,
Greatest
cat's in with the 3 bits. Thanks.
Star Wars is saved. Now contrast this, me watching the season 6 finale of Deep Space Nine with Jables, and just the visceral fucking denial and anger from Jables when Jadzia dies.
That
Yeah.
may be a spoiler, but it's been out since the late 2000s, early 2000s, late 90s. Get over your fucking self.
But yeah, like, Jables like telling me, it's like, she better not be fucking dead, man. No way. I am not okay with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I wasn't. I very much wasn't okay with that.
And you're not supposed to be. But the other thing is that you don't expect that sort of thing in Star Wars because Star Wars... God damn it.
We're both about to slap the shit out of you, Rimshee.
Star Trek...
It infects everything.
Star Trek has always not followed those standard movie tropes of TV tropes of, oh yeah, everything's going well for the character, it's time for them to die. And then all of a sudden we got Deep Space Nine where, hey, everything's going great for this character, time for her to die. But you don't see it coming because it's Star Trek.
Yep.
You know, like seeing how Worf deals with the aftermath throughout season
Oh
7.
man.
That was rough. That was hard.
It's like this.
I don't
poor
think it's
fucking
as rough.
bastard, man.
I don't think it's as rough as O'Brien dealing with his shit. But yeah, it was rough.
They really put O'Brien through the ringer through that series. I'm like, oh god. Yeah.
O'Brien is
Specify.
a fucking saint.
Yeah.
The amount of shit that this man goes through, it just keeps on fucking landing punches. No, man.
And the one time he's not landing any punches, someone lands one for him.
Yeah.
Like, there were multiple times throughout the show where me and James are just like, okay, but have you considered that Miles O'Brien exists?
Yeah. Yeah. It's, oh, you decided to fuck with his family. You're fucked.
Miles O'Brien is more of a punching bag on DS9 than Harry Kim is the ignored child on Voyager.
But the thing is that O'Brien never feels like a punching bag, though.
No, he takes it in
fair.
stride.
But he's
Yeah,
the
like,
one the writers keep hitting.
But yeah, but like, even still, like, even
He
when it
always has
does
a joke
hit
to throw
him,
back.
yeah, like, even when it does hit O'Brien, like, it never feels like the show is picking on him.
Yeah.
No.
I get knocked down, but I get up again is O'Brien's theme song.
Yeah, I get knocked down. I get up again.
You ain't
And
never gonna
O'Brien.
keep me down.
He's never gonna keep me down.
And the one
Yeah, it's
time
like
he
every
almost
time-
does, the only time he almost doesn't get back up, everyone comes to his fucking rescue.
Oh man, him and Bashir are so much fucking fun.
Yeah.
Oh, the
I love them
bromance.
so-
The bromance.
Gay.
One's married and the other one's a playboy. They are gay.
Yeah, we made
Yeah.
that joke a few times. Just like, I'm getting
Once or
some
twice.
serious romantic vibes, man.
Oh, they were besties.
Like Bashir in, like Bashir when they're in that fucking Section 13 agent's head. He's basically trying to convince O'Brien's like, well, yeah, you love your wife, but you like me more.
Yeah.
That fucking conversation was golden.
That's a very well written best friend conversation.
Yeah. And when Bashir finds out finally that O'Brien's leaving Deep Space Nine, he's not coming back.
Yeah.
We're not gonna
cried
do the
during
British
the
accent,
series
Pets.
finale. I don't give a shit.
Oh, I did too.
There are
We
a
were
lot
there.
of really poignant goodbyes during
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, it got to me.
Like Vic's song send off and just like showing the
No.
individual members and like flashbacks to their
Stop.
time on the station.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
Stop. Yeah. Yeah, that was a rough one. Oh, and Vic wasn't even around for that long, but
He is
top tier
easily
character.
he is best supporting cast. Like he is right up there.
Yeah, I'd put him definitely in like top 3.
You know, just the shit that he did for Odo and Nog alone.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, especially Nog. Like,
Such a good episode.
yeah, nerding out over Deep Space Nine again.
It's a good fucking show.
I know. I'm gonna wait until next year to watch it again. I'll let you know when I do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind sitting through it again.
Yeah,
I should
if I
probably
have
stay
time.
more
My son will
refreshed
be
on it.
almost 3, so maybe.
Ooh, getting towards that preschool age, we'll have some extra time. Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
I
Rimshee's
might
kid
even.
starts going to school. We get to hear about what's going on in schools now.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's gonna be homeschooled from what my wife tells me.
Yeah. My nieces and my nephew are homeschooled.
Good.
It's so easy with the internet because you get actual teachers. It's not just your mom teaching you everything.
Yeah, my wife wants to teach him.
Yeah. Also, if you
But
just
we'll
look
go
at the
through that stuff as we get closer to it, I'm sure.
if
You know,
look at
assuming the government
dis-
hasn't banned homeschooling.
Yeah, no shit. So everybody
Those
can
children
go
are
to the
ward of state. You may not teach them at home.
Okay, you fucking Capellan. Anyway,
I'm talking shit about the government.
dysfunctional, near dystopian nightmare that is the public education system in the United States.
She walked over and was like, "What is going on?" And I told her I'm talking shit about the government. She's like, oh, bowed her head and started walking away. Like, no shit. I should have expected that.
Hey, Skupper.
Oh, Skupp is here. I know a Skupp.
Hi ho. How y'all doing?
I am
Doing the show,
sick.
hanging out.
Very cool.
We're talking shit about the government.
About the government?
Government.
Not the government.
I like to talk shit about my
Guzzling
governor.
buckets of their calm.
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot to say about your governor.
Yeah.
That hair is a fucking crime.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
hair?
instead of breaking into his house and hitting his wife with a hammer, I think it would be better. Yeah, so there's that.
Oh my god.
Feinstein died.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
I know it was a while ago, but I know I'm current on, I'm not current on events. But when she died, I sang "Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead."
Have a good night,
Appropriate.
Jetson.
Appropriate response.
Yeah.
Out of touch, fucking old hag.
That's what I am. That's what I am. I'm an out of touch old hag.
Yep. Like the bitch who unironically said in an interview that if she had gotten the votes, that she would have gone door to door confiscating everyone's guns.
Yeah.
That's not a wise decision.
No, that's how you get shot.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
wasn't a particularly she wasn't a particularly intelligent senator.
No.
Same. 8. If we're not going to do term limits, age limits.
Yeah,
Of course,
you're
if you
out
look at
38. You can't even be 50.
Of course, if you look at our
Oh.
houses of government, you have that one fucking blithering imbecile from Georgia that thought that Guam would capsize if we sent more people to it.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
yeah,
great.
There's some really smart people. I mean, I've been to Guam and it's pretty stable. It's not going to capsize anytime soon.
Well, yeah, and you're a big guy. You would have noticed. Like, if it was...
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, chalk that up to the engineers who keep that thing balanced.
Well, I actually was so privileged that I got to see the gyroscope that keeps it all together.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive seeing as how it's just a modification of a gyroscope out of an old Sherman tank.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just a couple of cast iron pieces, and they're well balanced, and they spin around real fast.
Hey, the tank crews that figured out how to use theirs swore by him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Guam's a cool. Guam's a pretty cool place. I got some family there.
Yep. Maybe one day it will be a state.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think they want that.
Yeah. I know the Philippines have been trying and failing for years.
I think Puerto Rico should become a state. They seem to want that.
That's
Yeah,
another
Puerto
one that's been trying and failing for years.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico could be a state. Guam is more of a colony. We should probably grant the Philippines statehood, simply because Filipino people are more American than all of us combined.
Filipino people are pretty cool.
Well, they have to vote for statehood. It's not about granting them statehood.
Yeah. Puerto Rico
Well-
has come within 2 votes. That's like the closest they ever got to becoming an official state.
Yeah. Yeah, Puerto Rico has been really close to reaching statehood a lot.
Honestly, it would just make things easier with the amount of government aid they tend to have to get, especially
Exactly.
during hurricane season.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they still have to actually vote for it.
And I mean, Puerto Ricans are a little stabby, but
Well, Filipinos are the Mexicans of Asia, so what's your point?
Yeah.
I thought you were El Salvadorian, not Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
You have defied my expectations.
Um.
So I mentioned it off air, but I went to a concert.
Oh yeah. Who'd you?
That he
Who was
did.
it all you went to see again?
I saw the main act was the Eagles.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
It's their final tour.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. I mean, it's a shame that, I never got to see them while Glenn Fry was still alive.
Yeah, the Eagles are pretty good.
But his son is pretty good. Vince Gill is a perfect fucking fit with them. He was fucking awesome. Of course, Joe Walsh is still a wild man.
Mm-hmm.
And Don Henley still sounds unreasonably good for how old he is.
Have you ever listened to any of Don Henley's albums?
Yeah.
That
I
one,
like.
Inside Job.
I'm more partial to Building the Perfect Beast, and I like
Yeah,
some stuff off of The End of the Innocents.
I like the Miss Ghost song.
But yeah, he actually they actually played Boys of Summer as a tribute to Jimmy Buffett, which is pretty cool.
Oh.
But yeah, originally the opening act was supposed to be Steely Dan.
Oh, Steely Dan would have been amazing.
But the lead guy for Steely Dan got sick and couldn't make the show.
Oh man, that sucks.
So 3 days after finishing his own tour, Steve Miller gets a phone call.
Oh shit! So it was Steve Miller and the fucking Eagles.
Yep, Steve Miller Band showed up 3 days
Oh.
after his own tour in Indianapolis to open for them.
That
That's
is
pretty
badass.
sweet. That's pretty awesome.
And he sounded
You got to
fucking
see-
great too. Fucking
You got
80,
to see Steve
80
Miller
years
Band
old, and he is
Eagles.
still kicking ass.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you,
sounds
America.
like a better matchup than Steely Dan necessarily.
I mean, I would have been great seeing Steely Dan as well, but like it was really cool that Steve Miller just like, we got you, bro. We'll be there.
Yeah. Well, it's
Stop
Eagles' last tour. I understand why Steve Miller Band would be like, it's your last tour. Of course, we'll do this favor. It's a one-time thing. Let's
Well,
go.
also it's just like, fuck, we're in the Midwest and our opening act is sick. Well, who's in the Midwest? Well, Steve Miller's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the opening act is about as big as the main show.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that they literally just threw. Well, actually, I guess technically it isn't something they literally just threw together. They just finished a tour. They just probably reused that.
Yeah, Steve on stage literally said that he had been home for only 3 days when he got the phone call.
Nice recovery. That's enough time to like build up your energy a bit. Oh,
Yeah,
he was probably like nice and fresh after those 3 days, just sort of chilling and relaxing.
He was
after a tour.
fucking fantastic. He still sounds good. And he plays like a fucking beast.
Oh man.
Yeah, I didn't realize that Steve Miller was 80 years old. You wouldn't know it looking at him.
But I'm saying like just finished a tour, so knows all these songs inside and out, which he probably did before, but like it's like the ultimate warm up doing an entire tour and then getting some rest and then popping in to do this. Yeah, man, I'm jealous.
But fucking so the opening song they did was Swingtown.
Nice.
And their final song, well, they did the Joker, but then they did an encore of Keep On Rockin' Me.
Nice.
It was fucking hilarious because like he gets to the second verse, he's like, like been from Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma, Philadelphia, Atlanta, LA, and then he's like, wait, stop, and everybody stops playing music. It goes dead quiet. He's like, I just realized that that's all the teams that are playing in the World Series right now. Like, holy shit, he's right.
Oh, that's awesome.
I am
Moments
interrupting
like that
my
where
show
I
for a
recommend-
shower thought.
It was fucking great.
All right, let's run it back.
That's exactly what he did too.
Beautiful. Fucking beautiful.
Oh man, that's why live shows are good. You get random shit like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, 'cause he just stopped the song dead. It had to say that.
Yeah.
How
then
was
picked
the
up where they
crowd?
left off. Oh, they fucking
How
loved it.
Well, I mean, at first, did they go like dead silent? Like, what the fuck's going on?
Well, yeah, because it's just like, whoa, what? Like, what's going on? And then it has Skupp said he has his fucking shower thought, and then just
Oh
continues
no, that was
the
me.
song.
That was
Oh,
me.
that was you. Yeah, he has his shower thought, and then he just continues the song. It was fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't claim fun for shower thought. Not at all. That was Rimshee all the way.
Yeah, there's situations like that where seeing live music is awesome, and then there's a bunch of bands that I won't go see live.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of bands that are radio only.
Yeah, like I won't go see System of a Down or Rage Against the Machine because I know I'm gonna get preached at in between every fucking song. It's in
Yeah,
the
and you
music,
won't go
guys.
see
I
Five.
get it. That's why
You won't go see
I
Five
like the
Finger
music.
Death Punch because they suck.
Yeah, I saw them live once. They fucking sucked ass.
If I were to pick a band not to go see live, I'm pretty sure it would be the Stones. They are a simply recorded band. They do not need to play live music. They suck at it.
Yeah.
Hey,
If I
man,
had
like,
to pick one band not to go see live, it would be the Wiggles.
You might have to.
If I were to pick
Your
one
kids,
band
your
to
kids
I've
see
heard that
live,
they're
I
not
said if I
terrible,
could pick
actually.
one that I would not have to go see live, it'd be the Wiggles. Because I know Jables.
Yeah.
I mean,
But my
You
kid
know-
likes classic rock, so.
Cool.
but I am convinced, though, Skupp, that one of these days Mick Jagger is going to fucking die for our sins on a stage somewhere.
and when he does, I will send his wife flowers.
Because that fucker is also 80 years old and he's still going around like doing fucking Mick Jagger shit. It's like, dude, you could retire, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. He works out a lot.
I mean,
And
Steven
does a lot of
Tyler
yoga.
is fucking retiring after this last tour, and he's 5 years younger than you.
Yeah. I don't know. Some people just like the performance.
They look
Then
like
again,
they
you know,
could be siblings, actually.
Hmm.
Steven Tyler
cousins
doesn't
or
look
something.
that fucking old. I mean, he looks fucking old, but he doesn't look fucking Mick Jagger
I'm not
old.
saying by age, I'm saying they look like they could be cousins or siblings or something.
Yeah.
And Keith Richards will outlive us all.
Keith
Potentially.
Richards will outlive people born in the past 10 years.
He already has.
Not wrong.
Yeah, it's
We're
just like,
all born dying. Some just die faster than others.
it's like, don't invite Keith to my fucking funeral service. He'll probably try and smoke my ashes.
What's wrong with that?
I didn't say there was anything wrong with it. I just said some people might have an issue with that.
Okay.
Might come across as just a little bit weird.
I had a conversation with my parents once. It was after my aunt died. And they were just like, because my aunt got buried in the same cemetery as like my grandma and grandpa on that side.
Uh-huh.
And as we were leaving, my parents are just like, hey, We've come to the realization that we never come and visit these graves. Do you guys want us to be like in a place where you can come and like essentially visit us or something? Do you care about that? We're like, no. We're like, cool. We're donating our bodies to science. Like, just
Fair.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
want to be
yeah, I'm down
cremated
for that.
and I want to be cremated and illegally launched in a firework over a national forest that I enjoy fly fishing at.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, I decided a long time ago they're not putting me in the fucking ground.
I want,
Yeah,
I want them to put me in the HVAC system of a building of a company that I don't like. So everybody just breathe
No
in deep.
preservatives.
Yeah, just like for weeks, it's just like, where does all this fucking dust keep coming from?
Yeah, that's where I belong, in the HVAC system. Breathe me. Breathe me.
It's time to change your filters.
if possible, launch me into the sun.
Yeah,
If not possible, I like the idea of the tree pods. And other than that, I don't know, donate me to science. I don't really care. But number one choice in my ranked choice voting, shoot me into the sun.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull an ending to Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah,
That ending sucked.
I'd never watched.
I never
just
got
Never
to
watched
the
it to
ending.
the end. I watched some of Battlestar Galactica, but I never.
I got to the last season, and honestly, it was kind of a slog.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's just like, this shit's dumb.
I would only catch an episode here and there.
Well, this chick that I liked at the time said that it was good.
Ah, that
think-
was your mistake.
I think that's our age difference. I was probably a little too young to be like do it.
There ain't that much of an age difference.
There's enough. Let me see. Hold on.
And if you're- I'm talking about the remake, not the original series.
Yeah.
What do we title this episode?
I don't know.
2000. I was like 11, so Rimshee was a teenager.
Call it fucking Sir Sick Rambles for all I care.
Sorry, what did you say, Rimshee? I didn't catch that.
Did he say
I don't
something?
remember.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just
Rimshee would've
realized
been
we
in-
have Ward's Twitch on here. On our description.
Why?
I don't know. That's how long it's been there.
Oh, okay.
But there might have been a time where it's just like, okay, let's go raid Ward now, and yeah.
Okay.
Life got strange. Well,
Anyways.
stranger.
Well, it's fixed now. And we need a title for this episode.
I think we were doing like a big push to get people over to a stream at a certain time because he was trying to stream full time and all that jazz.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah. Anyways, we've been your Lesser Saints of Discord. So now's as good a time as any to end it.
Yeah, that's an adequate description of us, I believe.
Yeah.
What was the description? I'll put it as the title.
Now's an adequate time to end it. I don't know.
Whatever.
You want to employ the principle of gun.
Anyways, have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you some other time, maybe.
I'm gonna go die
Yeah,
now.
see you next week. Same time, same place.
Okay, I'm dead.